What's up, guys? I'm back with another episode of the pod, and I know it's been a minute since I dropped an episode, but I just have to talk about what's going on in the NBA. It's currently 2 days before the trade deadline, and crazy things are happening, and you all know what I'm referring to. It's all anyone's talking about right now, which is the blockbuster trade that sent Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. There were some other players involved. There were some role players involved in this trade. I should mention Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris, Max Christie from the Lakers. But we're going to focus on the trading of Luka specifically because I don't think anyone understands it. So, a couple of things here, reading from my notes. This trade came out of nowhere and it shocked the entire NBA community. It happened, I think, sometime after 1 a.m. And I remember I was watching the Suns get blown out by Portland at the time. And I checked my phone. And Twitter, or X, I should say, was in a frenzy. It was just blowing up with this news. And the thing that shocked everyone is the fact that there was no indication that Luka was unhappy in Dallas or that he wanted to leave or that he requested a trade. That did not happen. He did not request a trade. That's the first thing. Secondly, reports are coming out saying that Dallas did not consult with any other team but the Lakers. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, that might be worth investigating. Because, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree, Dallas did not get a sufficient return. And this is no disrespect to Anthony Davis. Of course, Anthony Davis is playing at an all NBA level. He's been an absolute monster, no debate. But when you consider the future of your franchise, you trade a top 3 or top 5 player in the league who is just entering his prime and who took you to the finals a season ago. You trade him for a much older player with a history of injuries. So AD is about to turn 32. Luka is 25. In addition to that, you only get back one first round pick. When Rudy Gobert went for 4 and Mikal Bridges went for 5 first round picks. How does that happen? I don't get it. Austin Reeves should have been a part of that deal. Multiple picks should have been a part of that deal. Dallas did not receive a good enough return for Luka Doncic. I mean, we're talking about a generational player, one of the most uniquely gifted players we've ever seen. All NBA, first team 5 times in his young career. He's led the league in scoring. He's put up 73 points in a game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think Kyrie and AD are going to ball out this season and the Mavs are still going to be a competitive team. But for how long? You just got rid of your franchise player for the next decade. So now we get to the reason that's being put forward by the team for trading him, which is his weight and conditioning issues. According to the team, he is overweight for his position and he keeps gaining. He hasn't been able to shed the excess. And apparently they have concerns about the conditioning of his body in terms of his physical fitness, his speed, endurance, his potential for injury, and so on. In light of that, they do not feel inclined to pay him $345 million for a supermax contract extension, given the potential risks. The thing that has everyone confused is that whatever weight issues he has, it hasn't exactly affected his game. He's still producing at the highest level. You see the stats. You just saw the Mavs in the finals just 1 season ago. So they're basically making an assumption about the future. They're saying that we believe that your body will not be able to withstand the pressure of the game and it will eventually start to decline as the years go by. So they no longer want to invest in him. I think they got ahead of themselves with that one. If you have a guy like Luka, you do whatever it takes to help him get conditioned. You bring in all the experts you can find to help him get his conditioning right. And you ride out his healthy years for as long as you possibly can. Because the truth is, Luka is an MVP caliber player, and with him, your team always has a chance to make a deep playoff run. You will not be able to replicate or replace his production and what he brings to the team. His offensive prowess, his playmaking ability. You would have to get multiple guys to fill that void if it's possible. I think they should have tried to keep him for as long as possible, and only when you start to see the decline and he stops producing and you stop seeing results, then you can let him go. And everyone would understand, no one would hold it against you. So to wrap up, I just want to offer my personal opinion as to why I think this trade happened. The weight issues, I'm not buying it. I'm not convinced about that at all. I think it's entirely within the realm of possibility that this was done to boost ratings. We've been hearing for a while now that NBA viewership is down. And so how do you change that? You put a guy who's on the path to becoming the next face of the league, you put him in your most profitable market, in your most popular franchise. He's the successor of so many greats, most recently Kobe and Bron. So now you get a good story. It makes for a good story, right? Like, can he carry the torch and all these things? Now all of a sudden, people are interested again, and viewership and revenue is on the rise. It makes sense. I mean, I think it's a very reasonable theory. Other than that, it would have to be some kind of personal reason that we don't know about, that we can't see on the surface. So, yeah, I just can't figure it out, and everyone's baffled about it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the situation and what it means for the future of these two teams. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, bye.